Hey everyone, it's Rich
and Taylor
with Town Wine and Spirits. So we're back with episode 2
of The Test of Time.
So I'm super excited actually because we're going way back. Last time we
Absolutely.
had some aged wines that we found in the building. I think you must have dug deep to find
I went
these.
deep into the cellars for this one.
Down in the basement.
Yep.
Got around. So wait, we're talking everything is over 20 years here at this point. We got 2 bottles at 2001 and another at 1999.
Yeah,
so, wow.
which is crazy. 99 is before I was even in the business. I was in college in 1999.
That is crazy. That is amazing. So it's kind of fun. But so at this point, though, we decided to just take one region. So we took Tuscany.
Yep.
Or that's what we were able to find.
We were able to, we wanted to keep it a little more focused.
Yeah.
So 3 wines from the same area, different sub-regions and different, sort of varietals a little bit.
Yep.
But to see how they how these are going to do. We have no idea.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, 2 out of the 3 corks came out clean, so that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's set
all right.
Here. So what do you got first here? Oh, so we're starting off with the Chianti.
We're starting with the Chianti. So this is San Fabiano Calcianaia, and this is going to be their Chianti Classico Riserva. It is now designated as a Gran Selezione. At the time, there was no Gran Selezione. That is brickish. Wow, that's not good.
I was holding my statement there that it's starting to lose its color there.
Wow.
Or it's turning more brown.
It's definitely brown. So we'll see. So Gran Selezione is the highest level designation for Chianti. There's some very specific rules.
Sorry,
we're gonna give it a shot. All right, we're just gonna we gotta jump right into it. Are you not even gonna drink it?
Explain. This is beautiful. I want to know.
Okay,
it's important to know that.
So it's gonna be classic Chianti, Sangiovese. With at this time probably it's hard to get information on this vintage, but probably with sort of other sort of classic Tuscan varietals, kind of yellow stuff like that.
And just sorry.
Yeah.
But the 2000, so the 2 ends are our 2001s, and the 2001 was actually a pretty solid vintage for Tuscany at that point. And a lot of these wines were kind of meant to potentially hold some time.
And even in Chianti in 2001, they were saying Chianti was one of the regions that would do well.
Yeah.
Now 20 years is a long time.
So I'm gonna say this
didn't make it.
This might be a little torture. I'm not sure.
This did not make it.
Almost you're going to port. I feel on this here. All right, I have to at least.
Yeah, if it was port, I think it would smell really good. That tastes.
Okay.
Is that good?
That one is clearly. Woo. Yeah. If we're drinking port, or maybe even like a slight...
Okay. It's definitely over the hill. It's definitely... But you can still get sort of the character of Chianti. You can. There's some herbs in there. There's good acidity. It's definitely raisin fruit.
I love it.
I'm trying hard over here.
You're trying very hard. I gave up already. But
I would definitely be pouring this down by drain.
Yeah, you would not be drinking this.
But I'm trying. You know what we really should have done, which we didn't do?
Is get some
water.
To, well, I guess we just need to...
yeah. Oh, my God.
Usually we have water somewhere around here.
We do, over there.
Shelves. All right. I'm back with a little bit of water. I'm glad we needed to...
Dumped it all on the table.
You can almost even see how brown the water is. Oh, that was not good.
All right. So next we're going to go to the... Day Vino Nobile de Montepulciano. So this is the oldest wine, 1999. They do say that it's got 20 years of aging potential, which we're a touch over that. The color's not as bad actually on this. There's a little more red on the color here.
There's definitely more.
So this is mainly Sangiovese from appellation Vino Nobile de Montepulciano. It's just a little bit south of Chianti.
Okay, so immediately.
That's doing okay.
Again, I'm going to consider it over the hill at this point, from the
but
nose
it's not.
at least.
But it's not gone.
That's
like that one is. Yeah, this I could actually stick my nose in it, and I'm like, okay, that smells like it's deep, it's rich. There's grapefruit to it.
There's still fruit.
That's
okay.
That's doing pretty well. It's it's
over
leaning
the
out
hill.
big time. It's over the hill. It's leaning out on the finish.
But honestly, it's amazing to think that is now, you're talking 23 years basically on this model. And there's still some fruit there.
Yeah.
It's definitely over the hill. I don't know if it's not typically, I think, the concentration you would get. Again, we've had some other days in the store, so I know.
Yep. This is a favorite of ours.
Yeah.
This is pretty dynamite wine.
So it's
but that's actually
it's
doing
crazy
okay.
The fact that actually has some So I would not be like completely. So if I was at home and I opened this, I would definitely be slightly disappointed and going down the drain.
Slightly?
Okay, extremely
very disappointed.
The fact that I cared for that for 20 years in my cellar.
Yeah.
But anyways, the days actually I think it's also the age here makes it so smooth.
There is like an herbal component to the nose.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And you're getting good layer and concentration. It's a little lean in the finish, which the fruit's just drying out. Essentially, that's really what you're having at the end.
But the secondary flavors are there. The herbal piece is big time. It's
okay,
really quite nice.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
I would say that's like maybe like a B plus. I mean like a B minus.
Okay.
In terms of aging at this point, this is like a D minus.
Wow, you're even giving a little.
There's a. No, it's terrible. It's awful.
I'm sorry to say, like, nothing about the wine, but just it's past its prime. That's all. It's like that's what happens.
So the next wine we're gonna do is the Terrabianca Campaccio, 2001. So this is a super Tuscan, sort of one of the sort of classicer.
It's classicer. I like those classicer ones as well. I'm usually the one that gets tongue tied. So you're right. So basically, like I think it was 70% Sangiovese, 30% Cab.
Okay. And it's aged for 12 months in both French and American.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, the color's pretty good on this as well. It
smells like burnt beef jerky.
That's not a good sign.
That's
an interesting compliment.
It smells like it's literally what it's like. You open a fresh bag and you stick your nose in a fresh bag. That's what this is. It's beef jerky.
Slightly, it is. Ooh, I don't know. I'll have to see how this one goes down.
Okay.
There's actually. Oh, you can't do it.
Oh, I should have. There's actually still a little bit of sweet fruit on that.
There is.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely some. You definitely get that fruit, a little bit of the red like fruit there. There is a little bit of that like sweetness to it.
Yeah.
And a slight almost like grippiness, which I'm like.
There is grippy. There's tannin there.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah.
For all that time, you're not expecting so much tannin. In a way.
Now the nose has got like, and I know I'm referencing that beef jerky thing, but there's like a soy kind of note, like soy sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting tired, but for 20 years old, it's actually still okay. Yeah.
It's tired. It's tired.
I don't think we have any winners today.
Well, if we had to choose a winner, I'm going back to the day here. I think that was the. But even it's again for an old bottle.
There's
from
still.
1999.
It's funny. There's still a little bit of freshness on the fruit. There's still a little bit there. I'd give this a solid C aging.
Okay.
I've just created this new grading system for how well things have aged over 20 years.
That. It's we didn't quite hit it out of the park this time. Last time we had a couple of really interesting winners. You guys can go back and watch that video just to kind of compare.
Yeah.
Because I do remember the white we had. We were like, oh my god, we were really expecting that to completely fail.
And that was
like had some fibers
really
to it.
beautiful.
I was like, I could not believe it at the time.
So I'm not sure what this teaches us. Don't age your Tuscan wines 20 years. Age them 10.
Yeah, probably. But I think we all do that at home, and I think that's why we do this. Because we sit on something because you want it to be something. Oh, I bought that. That was really special. That was something really great. I had that. It's going to get better over time. And I think this is the awful balance of aging wine. Where is that proper hump? Where is this? Again, these are all on the downhill.
Yes. Or at the bottom.
Yeah, but bottom. Yep. Okay. So, but that's a great question that I struggle with.
It's a very difficult question, and so we'll do the really hard work and open all this stuff and see if they have survived or not. So I would recommend if you have wines in your cellar that are in the mid 2000s or I would especially Italian Tuscan like Chianti, stuff like that, I would start getting into them. I wouldn't wait on them any longer. Anything from like the aughts or even the early teens, I think definitely need to be sort of opened up at this point.
Probably the end of that, that decade and early teens could probably be really quite.
It could be quite beautiful. Because everything would soften, but you still have some of the freshness. Awesome. All right. Well,
great.
This maybe was not as fun as usual.
No, that was good.
But it's worth it.
I like it.
This is worth doing. It's worth exploring kind of how these things do.
That's what you got to figure out. So, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Share it or go back and watch the episode 1.
Yeah, please.
Because I think that would be some interesting stuff there as well.
Yeah.
So great.
Awesome. Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.